You fat cat. Oh, he's huge. Ow. I'm sorry I called you fat. There's just more of you to love. Alright, Randy, you want to do the intro?
Yeah. Okay, so, what is up, guys? Randoon here. Back at it again with an episode of Not on a PC. We are here at my house with this little cutie. Look at this little cutie. She's like, wait a minute, I'm not ready. I didn't get my makeup. This little cutie here, Ella Momella. And I've been talking about her since you can remember. And she's gonna go to the trail with us if she gets off her lazy bum. Look at her.
Yeah, she's excited.
You wanna go hiking? You wanna go on a hike? She's like pushing me away. She's pushing me with this foot.
Please no.
Why? I can stay. It's okay. You don't need me.
So since we're not on the trail, someone needs to get back out on trail.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I need to do some videos, so we're gonna do a Q&A. And you requested that I should include the pets and the wife, so I did. So let's have a little short introduction. Who are you, wifey?
I am Kenya. I am Randy's wife.
That's me.
And I've been sitting here waiting on you guys to walk.
Taking care of us and sending us stuff.
Yeah, because you have resupply boxes that you did before the trail.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to send them out.
Yep.
Yep. So how's it been being home alone?
Interesting. Sometimes challenging, but it's really cool that there's a lot of signal on the trail. So even though there's days you guys go dark, it's not like forever or a month or more than I would say a week. I guess I don't hear from you guys.
Yeah, the Sierras were rougher with the signal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been too bad. Just chugging along. I got the animals to keep me busy. So I don't know what I'm going to do when you guys take Ella.
Yeah. Do you
Come back and pick her up for us.
Are you interested in doing anything like this?
Nope.
Nope.
Not even a little bit. But it wouldn't be fair to stop Randy from letting him do his thing. I feel anyway. And we don't have kids, so why not right now?
Yeah. Well, we've been doing our best to keep him on trail.
Yeah.
He's been homesick from time to time.
I was about to say, I don't even have interest in doing this. But that's a lie. You guys know it's a lie. I like it. Even when it's hard.
Just gotta keep you motivated.
You're almost done now.
And I'm gonna have this little one.
Yeah. Why don't you show us the other ones? Where are the other ones?
Where are the other ones?
Doing their own cat thing.
Being cats somewhere. But in the interim, we can show.
Here you go.
Do.
Are you seriously
Ella Momella is about to go hiking with us, and she got herself a little saddlebag so she can carry her rain jackets in there. She's got little booties here so her little feet will stay protected. She's got a rain jacket, a little water case. Ella. God, she's not going anywhere. But this is cool. She got a little light here. Awesome. We'll see her in the dark. Where are the other animals?
I think the fat one is in my bed.
The fat one. Oh, here's one of them in the guest room. Hi, Chunky. This is Debonair. He is the debonair one.
Oh, you found him?
I call him Tunk Tunk because I don't want to call him Chunky, but he's a big cat. So I call him little Tunkum. Hi, kitten. Aren't you cute? Hi. Oh, are you on camera? You wanna come out and say hi? Kitten. You're cute. Well, that's the guest room. And the Tunky. And this is Mr. Dapper. Hi, Dapper. He's like, put me down.
Nope. Love your mom.
Kitten. Hi. He's like, okay. Thanks for that. And the penguin. Here you are.
Thank you.
Found them all. They all had their cameo.
So Ella is adopted, right?
Yeah, they're all adopted.
All adopted.
All rescue babies.
Good. That's what you need to do. Adopt, don't shop.
Exactly. Hi, Marlon.
Hey.
So, what are we doing?
Questions.
And answers, hopefully.
Hopefully we'll see. I'm
You have
nervous.
answers for your questions here? All right, so, you want to just jump right into it?
Yes.
All right, we can jump right into it and start with the first question. We'll start by asking Nick Philpott's question as how was your hike? Oh. Thanks. This is hard. You want to record? You want to be the cameraman?
I'm totally a cameraman.
Okay. Nick Philpott says, how was your hike compared, good and bad, with your pre-hike expectations?
No, I can't do this.
You can't do this?
I can't do this. Okay, so I clearly can't do this with other people around. I get too nervous, even if it is people I know. So I'm just gonna do this by myself. And then when Chad gets here tomorrow, I'll do some more questions. So it might be 2 videos. We'll see. Well, let's try this again. Nick Philpott was wondering, how has your hike compared with your pre-hike expectations been, good or bad? I gotta say that before I started this hike, I thought that it would be hard, but I felt when people were saying that all you do is go up and down and it's hard, like I didn't think it would be this hard and this much up and down, because basically all we do all day is go up a hill and down a hill and up a hill, down a hill. So it is hard. It's very, and also I thought that because when I've seen videos before, I always thought it looked really cold, and I guess I compared it to Sweden, because in Sweden when it's in the evening it's cold, but it's not that cold. It's actually pretty warm. So before you, like when you get to camp, you set up camp, you put on your puffy, you cook your food, maybe hang out around the fire, and then you go to bed. It's not really cold. So when you're walking up and down all day, it gets really sweaty. and you feel really disgusting. So I thought it would be easier, like the climbing part would be easier, but it's actually really hard. But I thought the hiking for 6 months would be harder than it actually is, because I don't mind this. I like this. If I could do it again right now, I would, definitely. So it's been both. I thought it would be harder and I thought it would be easier, and it turned out to be the complete opposite. So yeah, that's my answer to you, Nick. Your name is Nick. Pat Kitirai, something like that. Are asking me. See, I'm nervous. Are you extending your passport, and are you coming back to finish the PCT? I am not extending my passport or my visa. I'm trying to get one because I lost mine. It's somewhere after Elk Lake. Not really sure where, but it's gone. So in 2 days I'm gonna get a temporary passport just so I can get home, and then I'll figure it out once I'm in Sweden to get a real passport, but I can't do it right now because then I'll have to go to New York or Washington DC, so that's out of the question. Also I don't want to extend my visa because I gotta go home for my baby sister and the baby. Am I coming back to finish the PC? Yes, I am. I don't know when. I want to come back next year, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to complete the whole PCT. It kind of depends on my boss, but I'm definitely coming back to finish this thing. Next question is from Goatlucker. Would you change anything about your hike so far if you could start again, such as gear preparation or planning? Yes, I would. Planning wise, I wouldn't change anything because I feel like I planned everything that I could plan, and you don't want to over plan it because you'll figure it out as you go. Like really, you do. You can plan like what kind of gear you want, and if I could do it again, I would definitely try and get more lightweight gear. It does cost more money, but in the end I think it's worth it just to save your back and your feet, because even now when my feet are hurting when I don't have a backpack on, it feels pretty okay, but as soon as you put your backpack on, the pain comes. So I would try and get more lightweight gear, and really try out shoes that I know I can walk longer distance in. I wouldn't have ultras. I would have something that doesn't have zero drop, because it does hurt your feet. Unless you used it, then it's fine, but I've never had zero drop before the trail, and then I switched in the middle of the trail, or like in the beginning, and it was not a good fit. But I have them now, so I'm just gonna continue with the ultras until I'm done with this, because I only have 4 weeks left. I would also set a goal that I have to do like a minimum of 15-17 miles a day in the beginning, just to make sure that I can walk the whole trail within 6 months and still have zeros. Because right now, when I started this trail, I didn't have any number of miles that I had to do. I just figured out, I'll walk as many miles as I can and then do the math. But that didn't work out, so I would have changed that. Tom Salter asks, where are the guys? Well, Randy's right back here in the house, so I'm at his house now. Chad is in Ohio because he's attending his sister's wedding. She's getting married today. So congratulations, Tessa. But he will be here tomorrow evening. Douglas Oatley. He's asking, will you consider hiking the AT? No. I don't think the Appalachian Trail is something for me, because I feel like it's too close. Like, I want the views. I want to be able to feel like I'm free and that I can see where I'm going, and I don't know. I feel like the AT is basically, that's what they keep telling me, that it's a green tunnel because of the trees. I think I would just feel not trapped, but it would make it a whole lot harder for me to feel like I have the motivation to finish this, because I want open spaces. Plus, there's too many people, and as we all know, I don't like too many people. So, no AT for me. Sorry. Cinco underline UK are asking, for people who are thinking about doing the PCT at some point, do you have any tips? Anything you learned since starting? Things you wish you knew before starting? I would say, again, don't plan too much. Don't bring unnecessary stuff, because you always do. I brought like little things that you don't really need. So really try and keep your base weight as low as possible. And if you have the money, try and buy lightweight gear. And when you start in Campo, or if you start at the Canadian border going south, don't bring too much food. Because I heard when I started in Campo that when you get to Lake Marina and Mount Laguna, the store that you can resupply in is really expensive. So when I left Campo, I had, like, not kidding, 10 days of food, which was way too much. You don't need that much food. You only need food to make it to Lake Marina, because they have stuff you can buy and it's not expensive. Like, it's more expensive than if you would go to, say, Safeway, but it's not expensive. And when you start on your first day, everything is new. You have, well, new gear that you hopefully tested out before, but it's new. And no matter how you do it, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, and you're gonna be tired, and you're gonna be thinking to yourself that, what am I doing out here? So please don't bring 10 days of food on your first day. Bring like 2 or 3 days of food, because you'll have plenty of opportunities to buy more food, and it's not expensive. You can make it. And also, I would say, but this could be a tricky one, because in the desert we did have a lot of water this year. So if this is a dry year, maybe you shouldn't listen to me, but I also had so much water. I had 4 smart water bottles, and every time I got to water cache or a creek or something, I always filled up all 4 bottles. Sometimes I even filled up my knock, so I had like 5 or 6 liters, and I really didn't need that much because I never drank everything. So that's also something you have to figure out. Just try and keep your the weight of your backpack low. And just don't stress over things that you can't control. I don't know what I mean by that, but don't stress. Just take it day by day. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Take it day by day. don't stress over the mileage, because in the beginning of the desert, you have to learn everything. You know, you have to figure out, how far can I go? How do I sleep comfortably in my tent? How should I organize my tent? When should I have breaks? How long should my breaks be? What do I like to eat? And it takes some time before you figure all that stuff out. So just take it slow in the beginning with everything and get to know your own hike. And if you send resupply packages, I haven't done that. The boys have. They have a bunch of packages back here, and they don't like anything in those packages or boxes. So if you're gonna send resupply boxes, maybe try and switch it up a bit between the packages, because you will get tired of so much stuff that you think that you're gonna like, because you basically eat the same thing over and over again. And when it's the end of your hike, you really don't want to eat nor rice sides or mashed potatoes or peanut butter. So be easy on the resupply boxes. I want to say resupply. Maybe you should send yourself a resupply box too. That'll be a good trick. Emma Sanders has a bunch of questions. I'm gonna save some of the questions for when I got my boys here, but I'll answer my questions. So Emma is asking, as a girl, do you ever get scared hiking by yourself on the trail? And do you get scared when you're in your tent at night? Hiking alone as a girl, I've never been scared. I don't feel scared, and I don't think you should feel scared, because everyone out here hiking the PCT are doing it for the same reason. Like, you're here to experience something that might be the best experience of your life, and you're here to test your boundaries and try and live life in a different way. So I don't think you should, I mean, of course you should be careful, but I don't think you should be scared of it. And I've never, well, sometimes I'm scared in my tent, but it's not because I'm scared that a bear is going to come eat me or someone's going to stab me with a knife. It's just dark, or if it's windy and my tent makes a lot of noises, then I usually just put my earplugs in so I can't hear it. Or if you're in your tent and it's in the middle of the night, or it's just dark outside. I had that actually a couple of days ago after Timberline Lodge when I was alone. I was in my tent, I was watching Netflix and getting ready for bed, and I just had to go out and pee. So I grabbed my phone, I put on my flashlight and just walk out in the woods. I pee, and then I stand up and look around me, and I know that I am completely alone somewhere in a forest I don't know anything about, and it scared me a little bit. So I quickly ran back to my tent and shut the door. But I mean, that's just normal being scared of the dark things. Like, I've never been scared for real. Not even hitchhiking. It's everyone I've hitchhiked with has been really wonderful people, so nope. How do the views and trail compare to the ones in Sweden? Well, the views here are a lot better, because I don't know, it feels more impressive, bigger than we have in Sweden, because you have higher mountains here, and you have, I don't know, it feels more wild, because in Sweden we have forests, and when you get up to the north of Sweden we got mountains, but then we have no forest. So I don't know, I feel like the views here are more impressive. So yeah, but that doesn't mean that the views in Sweden aren't great, because they're pretty great too. And the north of Sweden is pretty cool, so you should try it out, because that's also where we have a big trail called Kungsleden. I guess you can call it, if you translate it, it will be like the King's Trail or something. But it goes up in the north, and I'm not sure how long it is, but I will let you know. A lot of people do it. I should do it since I'm from Sweden. But yeah, we don't have anything like this. Do you get homesick? I know I had like a moment in the beginning of the trail for like a day that I was feeling a bit homesick. And then like a week ago I felt homesick, but no, I haven't felt homesick like that. I've really enjoyed my time here, and every day gives you something to keep you occupied, like whether it is the views, the people, just the feeling that you are actually doing something for yourself, you and only you. You are using your little feet to walk from this little dot to that dot, and it just, no, I haven't felt homesick. Sorry folks, but I like it here. How is your gear working out for you? My gear is working out pretty good. I have some, my tent sticks are broken in one part, but I fixed it, kinda, so that works. My air mattress, there's a hole in it somewhere, so every morning when I wake up, like, my hip is on the ground, but I'm too lazy to fix it, and it works, so I don't really care. Other than that, I think it works out pretty good. I'm happy with my gear. Yeah, I'm happy with my gear. What was the scariest part on the trail? Maybe I should say that for the boys. I'll say that one. Are you using keyword with your videos so that people can find you when they search for the PCT? I do sometimes, but once again, I'm too lazy. It's like when I do my videos, I don't do thumbnails. I know a lot of people use thumbnails. I don't. That's why some of my thumbnails have a weird face that I'm doing. I'm too lazy to care. But yeah, I do use keywords sometimes on my videos. I should do it more, I guess, but maybe I'll do that when I have more time. Yeah, those are all my questions from Emma. The ones that I haven't answered here, I'm gonna say for the boys. So another question is from Ken Amac. What about traveling with two guys? Do you get hit on while hiking? Is it a problem or a compliment? How do you feel about things like that? I don't know if you mean if I get hit on by my two boys or other boys, but I'll answer both. The boys do not hit on me. They make fun of me, and we make fun of, like, we're jerks to each other, and I like that. Other guys, I don't get hit on trail, because I don't know if it's because I'm with my two boys, because they can be quite protective, which I like. They take good care of me, but I don't feel like, maybe it's different if you hang out with other people. Like, when we get into town, it's the three of us, and that's it. We don't really hang out with other hikers unless we know them. but I don't know. I don't get hit on, and I don't mind. I like not getting hit on. But yeah, you've definitely heard stories about people finding their trail boyfriend or girlfriend, and that's cool. I personally don't know how I could find someone on trail when I feel as my most disgusting self, because you're dirty all the time. But hey, kudos for the people who do. I didn't. What else do we got here? I got some questions from Now and Then Again. And also I'm going to save some of these questions for the boys. Do you have a pet dog? No. I don't have a dog. I've had dogs. And I probably will have another dog once I know what I'm going to do with my life. But once again, I gotta do a shout out for people who adopt dogs, because both of the dogs that I had were adopted. One I adopted when I was in Belgium. When I was living in Belgium, I went to a place called like the Blue Cross, and I adopted a little puppy. It was 4 months old, and they found her when she was tied to a tree out in the forest. And my other dog, I was helping out with an organization called the like mother organization is called Save the Dogs. It's an Italian organization, but then there's an organization in Sweden called M.Walkin that helps them out. So basically, in Romania, you have a lot of stray dogs, and Save the Dogs have a big shelter for like 600-700 dogs and cats and donkeys, and they help stray dogs or people that hand the dogs to them that they can't take care of anymore, and they get neutered, they get a vaccination, they get like a health check and all that, plus they get a flight ticket to Sweden or like Germany, Austria, Italy, probably some other countries. But I was a board member of the Swedish organization, so I was helping out a lot. And every time the dogs are flown back to Sweden, a person from Sweden has to fly down to Romania and fly back with the dogs. So I did that, and I found my dog, and she eventually came home with me. So if you're gonna get a dog or a cat or whatever, please try and adopt first, because there are so many dogs that needs an owner that lost a previous owner or got badly treated or something, and they want some love. So please adopt. Best American food. Since I came here, I've eaten a lot of Mexican food, which I don't know if you can call that American food, but it's in America, so I'm gonna have to go with that. Burrito. I love burritos. I might be getting a bit tired of the burritos now, but they're still good. And yeah, burritos. That's my best American food. How has the PCT changed you? I don't know. I don't know if I can answer that question yet, because I'm still in my PCT bubble. I will probably know once I get back home, back into my normal routines. But for now, I'm not sure. Maybe more humble, more appreciative of what I have, more appreciative to nature. I don't know. I can try and answer that once I'm back home. What's Sweden like? Do you have herds of caribou galloping down the street, cold all year long? I actually don't know what the caribou is. Deer, maybe? I will look that up. But what's Sweden like? I guess you can say Sweden is a bit like Canada, maybe even Washington. It's very green. We have a lot of trees. Like Sweden is pretty big, but we only have like 10 million people, so there's a lot of trees, and it is cold, but it's not super cold. And we do have snow. Like, it all depends on where you live in the country, but for example, where I live, like, it's in the middle. It's actually the south middle. We have winter from, like, the snow usually comes in October, November, and it's gonna be snow until April. And we have like good summer from June to August. June is usually a rainy month, but it's summer. So I guess it's kind of like Canada, northern USA. Yeah, we don't have really hot summers. Maybe a normal summer temperature would be, gotta do the math, 80 maybe Fahrenheit. It's like 20 to 25 Celsius. That's a normal temperature for Swedish summer. This is not very hot. And the winters where I'm from, and I don't know Fahrenheit for this because it's minus, but in Celsius it's around 10, 15. Like some days it could be down to 20, 25, but usually 10 to 20, let's say that. So it's okay. It's not super cold. Even, well, yeah, it is super cold, but not compared to other countries or more northern Sweden. But I think Sweden is a good country. We have free healthcare. We pay more taxes, but we get free healthcare. Free schools. Like, it's good. It's good. I think that's all the questions I have for now. Yeah, the next bunch of questions will be with the boys. So, and I might do that in a different video. Yeah, that's gonna be a separate video. So these are questions for now. I'm gonna go inside, eat some popcorn, and then we're gonna watch a movie tonight. And then tomorrow we're gonna pick up Chad. So I will see you tomorrow with some more questions. Take care, have a great weekend, and